before everything, and if you haven't been on a plane yet, and you're wondering like, hey, how's that going? I have some troubling news. You might remember from the before times. You might remember, it's been a long time. But a long time ago, before COVID, at the airport and on an airplane, people were usually at their best. They were very compassionate, patient, always looking out for the other. And I'm sorry to say, that is no longer the case. Things have changed for the worse. Things are not good in the skies. Okay? Because I would say people just generally, like all of us right now, we're not doing great. Like people are sort of, it's been a year and a half, we're well at the end of our rope, and now everyone's like, hey, maybe I should fly again. And the airlines are like, oh great, so what we're gonna do is jam all these fat, quarantine, fat, angry people, just so many, all of them into the plane. Just a canister flying through the sky in fresh, wet coughs and farts, just chugging across the country 10,000 times a day. That's what's happening, and it's a humanitarian crisis. Brought to you by American Airlines. Because here's the other thing. The airlines have given up on rules. They're not doing that anymore. And they used to be pretty big on rules. But now they're just like, just get these cabs through. They don't care. But they used to do a lot. And you think, like, yeah, okay, maybe they'll make people wear their masks, because airlines, they used to do rules. They take your shoes off. The computer comes out of the bag when you're going through. Wear your seatbelt. Don't smoke. Don't assault the pilot. These were all things people would not do voluntarily. They told them to do them. And now the airlines are like, bring your gun. Fuck it. Jerk off in your seats. We don't clean it up with your mask. You're not wearing it, asshole. They don't care at all. The pilot comes out and he's like, I'm choosing American Airlines. Where your safety is one of our priorities. If I had to rank it, top 20. Please remember for the duration of your flight to keep your face mask over your nose and mouth, if you believe in that kind of thing. The flight attendants will be coming by again with another round of fresh, wet coughs for you, so thanks again for choosing that. Everybody's stuffed in there, like really. Like they're selling seats in the aisle now, on the floor, just for people to sit cross-legged. The flight attendants are stepping over. I'm like, please remember to social distance. Please remember to, sir, you can't masturbate in the aisle floor seats. You have to have a row seat for that. I don't care. You're upset. I'm upset too. So it's going pretty good. But then I got off the plane and I was in Florida. I was seeing my dad. I hadn't seen him in like 18 months. And I got off the plane and I'm in Florida. And I got off and I looked around and I was like, you know what? The plane wasn't that bad. It was worse. I was in Florida when the CDC announced you don't have to wear a mask outside anymore. And it was amazing how quickly the people of Florida adopted that new guidance. I was outside reading it on my phone, I looked up and they were all gone. I mean, but they're pretty quick with the science. They follow pretty closely down there. When I was in Florida, I saw this a little bit. I actually saw it like a handful of times just during the pandemic. When you see like a couple, like a man and a woman, and the woman's wearing a mask, and the man is not. They're just like walking through Target holding hands. What's going on there? Did they talk about it? Do they talk about anything? I don't know. Like, what is, like, I get that there's a difference of opinion in relationships sometimes. Like she likes crunchy peanut butter, and he likes donating to GoFundMe's for white supremacists who are facing lynching. I get that. But what's going on? Love is love, I guess. It's the stereotype though. Like I've seen commercials, like the husband's and the woman's responsible, right? The woman is responsible. But is she, in this case, I'm not letting her off the hook. Like you chose this man. You were with this ape. So I don't know how responsible you are, really. Like what else do you let him get away with? Let me guess, in the bedroom he has a very serious latex allergy. Very serious. Good guy, though. Good guy. I'm trying to stay within the time. Some things are coming back, comedy, all that stuff. One more? Okay, then I'll skip that one. That was enough. I'll do this instead. So, like, you know, everyone's been inside their houses, we're starting to come out. You know, so like, you know, people went one of two ways, I think. Like, a lot of people went just full binge. Like, they just went for it, things were not good, and that's fine. Some people tried to improve themselves, like baking bread or whatever, and that's also good. I'm in the second group. Like, I tried to work on things for myself. I didn't bake bread, I started to do impressions. So these are, I just, in my house, you know, for a year, these are the impressions I worked on. I want to share some with you. So, first one. This is an impression, these are good, I'm excited. We're working on it for a year. This is an impression of my humidifier when it's starting to run low. Thank you. $24.99 at Target, the light blue box. Go buy one, tell me that's not a key. This is an impression of a person last year making a difference, okay? A person last year making a difference. Hashtag support black-owned businesses. And we're good. Thank you. Last one. This is an impression of a man who's really letting quarantine get to him. He's not doing well. This is an impression of a man really letting quarantine get to him. He's not doing so well. Okay? Yeah, we should get married. Absolutely. Thank you. That's it for me. Thank you guys for coming out. Give it up for host Evan. Appreciate it.